What's up, YouTube? I tried to make this video without my the wind noise getting in the way of it. This video is going to be about my Yukon, my daily. I don't daily it as much now because of how far school is, and this truck is very bad on gas. But I got it back in September, I believe, maybe August. I don't remember. No, it was September, I think. And I got it mainly because I wanted something with some air conditioning. And yes, I could have got a smaller, more fuel-efficient vehicle, but that's just not me. I got my little Toyota pickup for that. I like bigger trucks just because I like the way they ride, the way they can sound. And but after I got it, it was stuck in four-wheel drive, and I didn't think much about it. I figured it could either be unplugged, which that's why it was stuck in four-wheel drive, but or the selector switch could be bad, and I had one at the house, so I'm like, well, I'll just drive it home in four-wheel drive. But as I was driving it, the transfer case went out. The planetary blew up in it, and I had to replace it. But at the time, I had to get a tow. It was Friday afternoon, Charlotte traffic, and it cost $200 to get this little pig towed, which sucked because the truck was only $1,800 when I got it. Yeah. But once I got it home, I think the next day I went ahead and pulled the transfer case out of it that afternoon, opened her up, saw the planetary was blown out. So then I was on a hunt for another transfer case. Originally I was looking for just a 3/4 ton transfer case, which there are hardly any of them in the 246 or NP 246 automatic shift transfer case. There's like none of those around, and a good used one they want about $700, $500-600. I'm like, no, screw that. And the only difference between a half ton of that transfer case and a 3/4 ton, because they did use the same transfer case, is the planetary and the input shaft. But the planetaries are both swap, like they're interchangeable. One's just heavier duty. So that's what I did. I bought a good used half ton transfer case. Got a 4L80 input shaft that would go into it, and used the half ton planetary. Then I built me a transfer case, and that's been about 3,000-4,000 miles ago. I haven't had any problems. I use it quite frequently with no engaging issues. The big problem I think having with that other transfer case, which was replaced, and that's why I thought it would be okay and I wasn't gonna have a problem with it, because he had paperwork on it being replaced, but he replaced it with a used unit. And the used unit already had the wheat pole issue, and someone just plugged it up with quick steel, which really bothered me that they did that. And that's how this thing failed, is it ran out of oil in it, transfer case oil, or fluid, whatever you want to call it. And so it just ground some of the gears away until one came loose. Just trashed the whole thing. It is damaged right there. It's kind of dented. Part of the frame's not part of the frame's bent, just like the first couple inches of the frame. The main part isn't. But that's been the only issue. And the reason I really wanted this truck was because it had an 8.1 big block in it. There's not too many left, and the ones that are around are expensive. I've priced out Suburbans and Yukon XLs that have the 8.1 3/4 ton trucks, obviously, within like the 100,000 and 200,000 mark. Even some about 250, they still wanted about $7,000 to $8,000, and even more for some of them, the higher package one. This one, top of the line, but obviously she's dented, she's windows cracked. She has 455,000 miles. It had about 452 when I bought it. Now it's at 455. So I put some miles on it, put tires on it, put brakes in the front. That was only $20 because I just cheaped out on that. I didn't really care. Transmission's been replaced. It was actually about 10,000 miles before I got this, and I got paperwork on that. Also, the motor has never been replaced, and no work's been done to it besides some water pump and stuff like that. So this motor does have 455,000 miles on it, and it works flawlessly. I haven't seen any smoke come out of this motor. She runs strong, she pulls strong. So The interior, I mean, obviously I've seen better, but still nice to have leather. The entire air conditioning system's new too, so I got a core of an alternator I gotta send back. It's not on this, it was off of something else. But that's about it for this truck. I don't tow. I just like being able to have a truck that can if I need to. This truck is very squeaky. The suspension's pretty worn out on it. But hopefully I might have some more videos on this truck. I don't really do too many videos on my dailies because I don't know. I mean, if there's a repair video, obviously I'll do it. I should have documented the transfer case removal, putting it back in, and building a transfer case for it. No, I did actually make a video on building the transfer case. I just haven't posted it, and I really doubt I will because I did kind of a half-baked job on documenting it. So I'm out of my grandma's. I'm about to go take the little go-kart tracker that I had posted that other video of around. I did not post a video about getting it out here. Honestly, I just illegally drove it out here. That's what I did, and it worked. Till one day I was doing some donuts with it down there, and it cut off on me. I was able to kick the gas tank. So I really don't want to say it's the fuel pump because it's a brand new fuel pump, but the tank was pretty dirty. So could be, which will suck. I'll just return the fuel pump or figure out a different way of giving it gas. That's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos on this truck, or maybe on my other Suburban or whatever, you know, just comment.